Okay, let's pretend you have your soil samples that have been, or that you have that have been agitated, and you're going to do a low-speed centrifugation. So here's one group's, here's another group's. We've taken these over and balanced them. There's a little balance over on that side of the centrifuge, and we're going to put these into a rotor. Now, of course, these are huge. They'll only fit in this rotor. This is the GSA rotor. So all you need to do once these are balanced is make sure the tops are on, drop this very heavy rotor down into the centrifuge, and then pop these rotors in, making sure they're on opposite sides for balance. Okay? Now, how do you, and I'll help you put the top on and all that, but how do you know how to set the actual centrifuge? You got to worry about times G, RPM, temperature. All of that is done up here on this console for the temperature, the speed, and the time, which is what you're going to have to worry about. But how do you know how fast to spin this thing to get the right RPM, or right RPM to get the right times G? We're supposed to be spinning this at 600. Well, this is this beautiful little book that has inside it different rotors. You have to find the GSA rotor in here somewhere. Fixed rotors, here we go. And they have tables. And these tables will say, will give you an example of the RPM. So here's one for something called a GS3 rotor. It will give you RPM down on this little column. It will give you maximum relative centrifugal force. So if I wanted this thing to be at 1,000 times G, I run down here until I see something close to 1,000. I go over and I see what speed that would have to be to get 1,000. So you'll do the same thing, but you're going to be looking for a GSA rotor, and you're going to be looking for 600 times G.